opportunity. I was never thinking of this part. So I encourage everyone here to just take it seriously. LinkedIn is your best platform, free of charge. Just go there and charge yourself. Work on your portfolio. Just follow the steps. Everything you're being taught here, follow it one after the other. And the most amazing part is that every team member is ready to help. If you just reach out, they are ready to help. Even the ones you think they are disturbing you, they are there for you. So I just came in here to encourage all of you, because honestly, if I was Thank you. I totally remember Naomi when she joined and she was like, I won't pay for somebody else. You know, the funny thing is the person that you even paid for did not finish the course. She was. Are you serious? Yeah, and it's quite interesting to know that so like I say, you need to put in the work. Exactly. Right? We can't do it for you. Our job is simple, to show you the road and say, follow us. You need to follow. All right? That's you heard what she said. The 7 steps I talked about, it's literally what she did.
All right. Good evening, everybody. I hope we are all doing very, very fine. If you can hear me, let me see your thumbs up. If you can hear me clearly, let me see your thumbs up, guys. Okay, super cool. Super cool. Thank you very much, Vanessa. Thank you very much, Silas. Okay, thank you very much, Farouk. Special shout out to Farouk, actually. I and Farouk have been on the call before the meeting even started. Special shout out to Farouk. Well done, Farouk. I hope everyone is doing very, very fine. Yeah. So can you tell me how your day went in one word, guys? Just tell me how your day went in one word. Mine was superb with work. Yeah. So that was how mine went. Mine was superb, actually. No issues. Can use the chat box, guys. There's the chat box. There's the chat box. So welcome to today's session. Very, very privileged to host this session with you guys tonight. And I hope it will be a very, very eventful one. Well done, guys. Oh, okay. So what a way to cool off, Farouk. What a way to cool off. Okay, Miss Summer. What a way to cool off your evening. Very, very good. So while some people are doing Netflix and chill, you are still searching for knowledge. Yeah, super cool. Well done. So yeah, tonight is going to be a very, very cool night. We are going to be driving something very, very cool for not only myself, but for every one of us. My name is Abdullah Iyondaolon Musa, and you can call me AIM. AIM means is the mnemonics of my full name, Abdullah Iyondaolon Musa, to aim for the sky. So I'm here to take you high, right? But not to cloud nine. All right. So enjoy the ride with me. And who am I here at Nibiant Analytics? I'm the team lead for the business analysis team here at Nibiant Analytics, alongside other fantastic team leads, data analytics, data science. Okay, we are the one that ensure every student under us here at Nibiant Analytics gets the best out of everything. Okay, so I am one of the team leads, right? So yeah, we're going to dive right into what we have for tonight. If you are pumped to see what I have for tonight, let me see your best reactions. Let me see your best reactions, guys. Special shout out to Ben. He brought in energy into this area. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done, guys. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and share my screen. All right, I'll go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so what are we expected to hold for tonight? We are actually holding a business analysis virtual taster session, okay, where I'm going to show you how business analysts, okay, use Miro to map business requirements. So before we go into this journey tonight, I want to share a piece of information with you, so you'll be able to optimally get the value you came in here to get tonight. There is a form that is being shared, okay, in the chat box. All right, and for you to get access to the resources that was used in this session, the recording, the slides we are using, and every other thing, you have to fill in the form. Okay, so kindly fill in the form so you can get access to the recording and the slides that is going to be used in this session. Okay, so well done everybody. So if you are going to have network issues, please tie your network to rope. Go and tie it on top of your satellite dish outside. Okay, so yeah, so that you'll be able to hear me loud and clear. All right, so welcome to tonight's session, and we won't be wasting too much time. We are going straight down to the deal. All right, so yeah, sorry, just a moment. So who are we at Nibiant Analytics? At Nibiant Analytics, we are not just an edtech company, we are a movement, okay? And what do we want to do as a movement? We want to breed and bring out the vast potential of Africa's brightest minds, okay? By guiding you all into thriving tech careers careers that in the next 30 years, they will still be sought after. Okay. So, and in just 2 years, we've helped hundreds of Africans break into data analytics, data science, and also business analysis. So if you heard me say something around thriving tech careers, those are the tech careers that I meant. Okay. So I would help, or we would help you transform your ambition into achievements. Okay. And one thing that is very, very cool about us, all right, and which makes our mission very bold, is to equip millions of Africans with the skills, the tools, and also the confidence to compete and to lead globally. Okay, so we don't just train you alone. We don't just train you on the skills alone. We also train you on the tools and the confidence to compete and to lead globally. So whether you are starting from zero, I don't know nothing from tech, I don't know nothing about tech, or you are just looking to level up, you are looking at what is the next step after learning this skill. Okay, Debiant Analytics is actually where your journey begins. Okay, and your journey has begun partially with Debiant Analytics tonight. Okay, so moving ahead, what is our roadmap for today? Okay, our plan for tonight is that first of all, take our topic, how to use Miro to map business requirements. Okay, we learn how to use a tool called Miro to map business requirements, and also next phase would be how we can help you get into tech in the shortest time possible. Okay, how we all can help you get into tech in the shortest time possible. All right. And lastly, we have a special announcement at the end of the session. And also, we also have the regular question and answers. Okay. So moving ahead, if you have any question while we are going, just reserve it till the end of the session. Okay, and I will do a very great job answering your questions. Okay, so if you are ready, let me see those thumbs up. If you are ready for tonight's session, let me see those thumbs up. Okay, just four people. Just four people. All right, all right, all right. Well done, guys. Well done, guys. Okay, so just a moment, and I would kickstart. Okay. Okay. Can we all see my screen now? Okay, we should be able to see my mirror now. What is happening? Okay. All right. So well done and welcome to the Miro class. So if you are very, very geared to join me in this class, please let me see those thumbs up once more and we would kickstart. So how many of us have heard of Miro before? If you have heard of Miro before, let me see Miro in the chat box. If you have heard of Miro before, let me see Miro in the chat box. Not tonight, though. Not tonight, though. I'm not talking of tonight. So, but if you've heard of it before, if you've seen it, if you know what they use it for, let me see your thumbs up. Okay. All right. So just do a very, very cool job by starting from scratch, and we pick up everything one by one, bit by bit. So it seems a couple of us do not know what they call Miro or what we use it for. Interesting. Okay, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. So just to give you a breakdown of it, okay, if you are in operations or you want to be on a management purview, most likely becoming a business analyst later on, all right, you would get to use tools like Miro, Draw.io, Lucy charts, and the likes like that. So what do they use Miro for? First off, Miro is used to map out business requirements, business processes, and the likes like that. So a couple of us have processes that are being written probably in manuals and the likes like that in our offices up to date. Or just to take a very simple example, if we have seen an organogram before, okay, a tool like Miro can help build an organogram. Okay, what is an organogram? Okay, an organogram is that chart that shows the levels, okay, of reporting in an organization. Okay, so from the CEO channeled to the COO and the CFO and the CMO, then they also have their own channels, right? People that report to them, people that are under them. Okay, a very simple diagram like the organogram can do what? Can show the rankings, okay? Can show the rankings in the offices that we have for today. Okay, so going straight into it, I won't be doing too much. Let me just move this off the screen. And yeah, let's just delete that off and keep a couple here. All right, so I won't be going into too much super details because we have little time on our hands for today, okay? And we would be acting as stakeholders tonight, okay? We'll be acting as stakeholder tonight, all right? So we have a very, very simple business requirement to look at together, okay? So just stay with me and we should be good. All right, we should be good. Okay. So we have our first business requirement. Okay, we have our first business requirement, and I'm going to be asking us some questions, which I want everybody to kind of give me feasible answers for them. Okay, so we have our first business question here. All right, as a business analyst, you are going to be on the ends of strategy, thinking, and the likes like that there. Okay, so today you have me on your side guiding you. Okay, you don't need to be afraid. All right, so let's get right into it. Okay, so we have our first business requirement Quick Eats. Okay, so we have Quick Eats. Quick Eats is a restaurant, and they have grown from 10 to 200 orders daily. So the problem with this company is not growth. Okay, they are seeing the traction. They are seeing people come to them and meet with them and the likes like that. So their problem is not traction. Their problem is not growth. But now the customers are reporting that deliveries are often 30 to 45 minutes late, and the restaurants blame the riders blame the dispatch, and the customers are unhappy. Okay, so first question is, what do you think could be causing the delay? The first question is, what do we think could be causing the delay? That is number one. So guys, I need answers in the chat box. Quick Eats has grown from 10 to 200 orders daily, but the customers are reporting that deliveries are 30 to 45 minutes late. Okay, so the restaurant, when they complain to the restaurants are saying, oh, it's the riders. And once the riders hear of this, they complain that, oh, it's the dispatch company. Okay, it's the dispatch company, and the customers are unhappy. So our first question is, what do you think could be the delay? A very critical question there. So you can type your answers in the chat box, guys. Okay, you can type your answers in the chat box. So what do we have? What do we have? I'm not getting enough answers, guys. Basically is management issue. Poor communication network. Management and communication. Vanessa even took the two. Lack of dispatch riders. Is that true? Is that true? I think more dispatch riders should be employed. Okay. Packaging, time, and traffic could be liable. Poor internal strategy. No tracking of the riders. Many number of orders. Lack of protocol to adapt. Sudden increase in demand. That's last one. That's last one from Kosi. No feedback. A lot of things here. A lot of things here, actually. Okay, so we are going to find out. Okay, we are going to find out in a bit. Okay, we are going to find out in a bit. Okay, but that can be done. That can be done if we do not actually know the people that are involved. Okay, based off our story now, who are the people that are involved in this system? Who are the people that are involved in this system? Based off this story that we have right here, who are the people that are involved in this system, guys? Who are the people? So I'm gonna kickstart it. Number one, we have Quick Eats themselves. Quick Eats, the restaurants themselves, are one of the people involved in all of this story, right? So the restaurants themselves are involved in this story. Number one. Number two, guys. Yes, Johnny, you can. You should fill in the the feedback form, and you would get the recorded video. So the restaurant, number one, okay, I can see a couple of things here. Restaurants, the delivery company, thank you very much. That is the riders. Okay, the riders. All right. The dispatch company, yes, thank you very much. Someone mentioned, thank you very much, Jude. So just wait a bit, Jani, or scroll up, you should see a link. Okay, you should see a link up there. So someone is saying the chefs. So the chefs, the riders, the dispatch, the customers. The customers. Okay. All right, let's add one more, the chefs actually. So I actually thought the restaurant already covers for the chef, but something very interesting can come up. Who knows? Something very interesting can come up. You know, the chefs might actually be the issue. Who knows? Let's go. Okay, so let's pick it up. Now that we have these people, what I've just taught you how to do now is to do stakeholder identification. Okay, in every organization, you must be able to recognize the stakeholders even by just hearing the story. Okay, even by just hearing the story of the organization, you should be able to figure out, oh, these are the stakeholders in this company. Okay, these are the stakeholders in this company. If you have any questions, if you have anything you want to say, type it in the chat box. Okay, the mic is currently not open for everyone to speak because of how large we are on the call currently. Okay, so the restaurants, the chefs, the riders, the dispatch company, and the customers. These are 5 solid stakeholders that we've been able to recognize just from the stories. You are not waiting for a business manual. You are not waiting for a user manual, okay, and the likes like that. While this is one of the ways that you can try and grasp, you know, the whole stakeholder register of a business, okay, you would also need to map out their roles for each other. Okay, you should also be able to map out the roles for each other. Okay, so what we are going to do here is very, very simple. Okay, we are going to do something very, very simple now. And what is that thing? We are going to start mapping. Okay, now that we've done our stakeholder identification, right? We need to put in front of each of them, you know, what they do. Okay, what they do. We need to write in front of them what they do. Then we now start building mind maps out of it. Okay, we start building mind maps out of it. Okay, from there we can now pick out, oh, this is this, this is that, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's start from the customers. The customers are the ones that bring up the, you know, asks for the food, you know, asks, create an order, and so on and so forth, like that, right? So the customers literally request for the food, you know, request for food, an hungry customer. So the customers request for food. What else? What else do the customer do? What else? What else does the customer do, guys? Apart from requesting for food, what else do they do? I don't want, you guys are not getting it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So apart from requesting for food, those of you that are writing feedback, won't you collect payment and allow the customer eat the food first before he gives you feedback? Who are these people? Okay, so they request for food first, they make their payments. Okay, all right, they make their payments. Someone said something earlier on that made so much sense. After they pay for food. Yes, Farouk, thank you very much. Farouk is really boiling this night. So they fill out their address, okay? They tell me their address, okay, as the restaurant. So they tell me their address, and one of the last things they do is they eat the food and they give their feedback. So let me satisfy the feedback people. So now the next person in line after the customer is the restaurant. They receive the order. Okay, they receive the order and they process the payments. Okay, they receive the order and they process the payments. Okay, so I'm going to be really fast here and we'll get to the tricky points now. So once they receive the order, they process the payments, and you know, they do one more thing. They send the orders to the chefs. Okay, they relay it to the chef. Okay, now what does the chef do? The chef solely cooks the food. Okay, the chef solely cooks the food. All right, now who comes first, the dispatch company or the rider? Who comes first, the dispatch company or the rider, guys? Dispatch. Why did we say dispatch? Why did we say dispatch? I mean, does it mean that the rider is coming from the dispatch company? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So the dispatch comes first here. All right. So instead of riders, we have the dispatch company come first. Okay. So let's do this. Rider here and dispatch people here. Okay, we are good. So who relates to the dispatch? Oh, they relay back to the dispatch. Okay, now the dispatch does what? The dispatch company relays it to the riders. And riders deliver to customer. Now, you know, I've taught you that one of the first things that I showed you is what? Stakeholder register. Okay, the stakeholder register. So nobody could correct me that is not cook the cooks. Cooks the food. Okay, cooks the food. So basically we already here have our actions. Okay, these are called the actions. All right, these are called the actions. Now, for majority of companies, whenever they have issues, okay, they can't sit down with this. They can't sit down with just this that we've written to kind of find the issue. Okay, they won't be able to map out, where the issue stems from, because they just have everything written. Oh, this is the stakeholder, this is what they do, this is what they do, this is what they do, this is what they do. This is another stakeholder, this is what he or she does. This is another stakeholder, this is what he or she does. And so on and so forth like that. They don't have a map that can show them that, oh, this person does this. After doing this, this is where it goes to, this is how it comes, and so on and so forth like that. Okay, that is how big the issues are. All right, that's how big the issues are. Okay, so one of the things that we are going to do now, okay, after showcasing all of our talent, trying to map out the right stuff here and there and the likes like that, we are going to draw what we call an as-is process flow. Okay, an as-is process flow. Okay, so, and ultimately we're going to see where the issue stems from. Okay, we're going to see where the issue stems from. All right, so let's go guys. So I'm zooming in so that everyone can see what we are building. Okay, so I'm zooming in so that everyone can see what we are building. All right, so let's start from here first. We have the customers. The customer places an order. Okay, yes, after they finish placing an order, what else do they do? Guys, what else does the customer does? So we have to look at our, documents. Now we've done what we call requirements gathering. We're now looking at our document to start building stuff. Okay. So after the customer requests for food, after they place an order, they do what's next. They make payments. Okay. So let's make it like this. So we'll have different colors for our. Okay, so after that, what else? Guys, what else? After that, what else? They make payments, they input their address. So we have to look into our Omotayo missed it there. Input the address. Beautiful. Okay, so let's move on. Now it gets to the restaurant. Okay, so let's give our restaurant another color. Let's give it this color. So the restaurant receives the order. They receive the order. Okay. What else do they do? So they process the payments. Can we all see my screen? I can see somebody dropping crying emoji. Oh. Can we all see my screen? If you can see my screen, let me see your thumbs up. Oh. So I said it earlier on. Please go and tie your network to the satellite. I don't want to see anybody cry here. So the restaurant receives the order and they process the payments. They process the payments. Are you people following what we even have here? Because after they receive the order, They process the payment, right? That's the next thing. After processing the payment, then they relay it to the chef. Okay, they relay it to the chef. Okay, so they relay it to the chef. Relay to the chef. So let's do something very spicy here, guys. Let's do something very spicy here. So I'm going to bring something called a decision box. Don't worry, don't be afraid, because decisions happen in business. Okay. Oh, payment successful. Okay. If the payment is successful, don't worry, I'm going to change the color of the font being used. Text color should be white. Yeah. So I'm going to call this is a decision box. Okay. So while these are called action boxes, okay, these rectangles in business analysis, they are called action box. Okay. So these are what? This one is called a decision box. This one that looks like a kite. Okay. It's called a decision box. So let's go. If the payment is successful or not, what happens? Okay. So that is where a lot of things happen. Okay. If the payment is not successful, it would go back to the customer. So the customer places the order again, makes a payment, inputs the address, and does it all over and over again. Okay. But if it is successful, if it's a yes, okay, if it is a yes, it's a boy. If it's a boy, our chef starts their work. Okay. So by making the food. If it is a yes, all right. If it is a yes, so if you are finding it very hard to zoom in, you can zoom in your screen like this. So I'm also trying to zoom in, my own screen too, so everyone can see, what we are doing here. Okay, so now I believe we all understood. If you understood the concept of the yes and no, let me see your thumbs up. If you did not understand, let me see your thumbs down so I can take it again. Okay, beautiful. I have very, very smart people here. Okay, so the concept of the yes and no, just for people that did not get it, is that whenever, the customer places an order and they make a payment, right? They input their address, the restaurant receives the order, then they process the payment. After processing the payment, then they decide if this payment is successful, then the chef starts preparing the food. Okay, the chef starts preparing the food. If it is not, it goes back. They send a message back to the customer to place his order again and make the appropriate payment. Okay, so or they can just do this. They can just do this instead of telling the customer to place an order again. If they are smart enough, they just tell him make payment. We already have your order details in our system. Okay, so we see how the process map is trying to simplify things for us. So we'll just go ahead now, and the chef starts preparing the food. The chef starts preparing the food. What else? What else does the chef does? Cooks the food. Then after cooking the food, then they package and they take it down to the dispatch guys. Okay, so the package and they send it to the dispatch guys. Okay, so they package the food. So if you are thinking of, just think of this as your child deck, global, and the likes like that. Like stylishly, it is resembling their process. Okay, so let's not just say we are mapping out Glovo or Childex process here, okay? I'm just showing you the secrets behind how they are delivering their stuffs, basically. So packaging is ongoing from the chef's department. Package and send it to the dispatch, okay? Sends to dispatch. So dispatch does what? Dispatch. So the dispatch now has it in hand, okay? So the dispatch and the other guys, what's it called now? Let's use another color. Someone suggest a color for me. Someone suggest a color for me. You all should suggest a color for me. Nah, brown is too purple. Okay. Purple. We've used purple before, so I'll just use violet. We've used purple before, so I'll just use violet. I can't use black now. Who's this man? Yes, Adeyanju. This is business requirement something that I'm tearing for you right now. Okay, I'm tearing it for you right now. So don't worry. You understand it in a bit. The man said I'm tearing it. Oh my days. Okay, so after packaging and sending it to the dispatch guys send it, or they select a rider, okay? So they select a rider, okay? If you have anything to say, you can always use the chat box, guys. You can always use the chat box, okay? You can always use the chat box. So, you know, you can select a rider. After selecting a rider, you know, the rider comes and the riders deliver the food, okay? And ultimately, who gets the food? The customer. All right, so let's take it back to our customer color. What's our customer color? Okay, customer color is color blue. So the customer does what? The customer gets the food. After getting the food, they do what? They eat the food. So after eating the food, they give their feedback. Okay, they give their feedback to the, okay, give their feedback to who? To the restaurants. Okay, they give their feedback to the who? To the restaurants. Okay. Just a moment, just a moment. Okay, so light purple is the stuff for the guys here. So the restaurant receives the feedback. Now, guys, this is it currently. This is how it looks like. Okay, this is how Quick Eats. This is how Quick Eats acts currently. Okay, this is their current process. Okay, so let me explain it again. The customer places an order, then they make a payment. After making a payment, they impute their address. After imputing the address, the restaurant receives the order, then processes the payment. Now they come to a point where they make a decision. Is this person's payment a successful payment? If it is not, they prompt the customer to make another payment. Or if it is successful, they send it to the chef's department. Chef start preparing the food, the package, and send it to the dispatch. That one selects the rider delivers the food and does what? The customer gets the food, gives their feedback on it, and the restaurant receives the feedback. So at this point, that is where they now start getting things like, oh, you guys deliver 30 minutes late. Oh, you guys get everything delivered 45 minutes late. Okay, so this is that point. This is that point at the end of all of their process. Now, I want to ask you a very, very candid question, and I need your very honest answer to it. Okay, I want to ask you a very, very candid question, and I need your answer to it. If I give you this image, if I'm just onboarding you into my company, and I give you this image, and I give you this one that I've written down, these requirements that I've written down, okay, which one would you understand first? It's a very candid question. So if I give you these requirements, restaurants, the chefs, dispatch, riders, customers, and I give you this image or this flow chart, which one would you understand first? Which one will you understand first, guys? Can we still hear me? So I'm asking a very candid question. Which one would you understand first? Is it the image? Is it the process map, or this written format of the process that I have? Can you use the chat box, guys? Can everybody still hear me? I'm not getting any response. If you can hear me, let me see your thumbs up. Okay. Okay. All right. So Mike said written care. I won't even look at the write-up. Amadi said is written format for me. Okay. Edgar said process map. Blake said process map. Olaniyan said process map. A couple of guys are already saying the process map. Yes. Super cool. The diagram explains it better. The chart, the image, the flow chart. The image / flow chart is better explanatory. Super cool, guys. Okay. Now, as a business consultant, the business is saying, it seems it seems like there's nothing wrong in the whole business model. It's just straight. There's nothing wrong there. If a customer asks us a question, we decide how this person payment is successful and the likes like that. But the customers are complaining that the deliveries are maybe 30 to 45 minutes late. What do we think these issues might be? Let's look at the process map. Let's scrutinize the process map properly. Once more. Then we now say, okay, what is this? What would this process map tell us about this whole structure? Okay, so let's look at it. The customer places an order, then they make payments, then they input their address, receives the order, processes the payments, So what do we think might be the issue for a 30 to 45 minutes delay? The map doesn't take into account the time. Ah, man. I saw one beautiful comments from Mike now. The map doesn't take into account the time it will take for preparing the food. Is your customer buying a food that they will just make or an already made food? So that's where that's your suggestion wrongs at. Imagine you go to a restaurant now and you are hearing that, oh, we don't have food. We are just going to start cooking. What will happen? So that's where that one goes wrong. So that's not like the actual issue. I need more suggestion. I need more suggestion, guys. I need more suggestion, guys. The problem is not happening with the restaurant at all because they are doing their job very, very fine. The problem is not happening with the restaurant at all because they are doing their job very, 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 very fine. Rider arrival time. But they are not telling us that the rider is coming to pick it. They will first of all send it to the dispatch. The dispatch company will now send it to the rider. That's what they're saying here. Nah, Dave. Dave, that's not where the issue is. Guys, the problem is in front of us. So the problem is in front of us. More demand, riders arrival time. The address might be wrong. The issue I see is that there is a delay in their system. Who's this? Is this man? Farouk. You are very smart. Okay. The restaurant is not the issue. Who's this person? Who is this person? I don't know if I'm going to give this person 2 million naira tonight. Olaniyan Blessing says that maybe the dispatch company are trying to pick up all order for the same area because it would reduce cost. You were very close. You were very close. You were very close. Sprint, you are very close. You are very close, man. Okay, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys where the issue is. Let me show you guys where the issue is. The issue is within these two options, 1 and 2. Okay, the issue is within packaging and sending it to the dispatch company before they now assign it to a rider. We are a restaurant. We are not a logistics company that a customer will come and submit their goods for before they can get it delivered to their clients. Are we getting the bright picture here now? So the issue there is that what? The restaurant is using a dispatch company that manually assigns to a rider. That is where the issue is coming from. They don't have a system that can just select the rider comes and pick the food. Immediately, the chef is done. So that is where the issue is. Have we seen it now? Have we seen it? Have we seen it now? That is where the issue is. We have to package it first and send it to the dispatch company before the dispatch now assigns it. They don't have direct access to the rider. Their process is not automated. The rider should be on ground. That is where the issue is. So that 30 minutes delay, that 45 minutes delay, that is where the issue is. So instead of this, what should they do? So this is a red flag already. So if they want to make it faster, okay, what they should do is that they should do what? They should have access to their own channel of what? Their own channel of riders. They should have their own direct access to their own riders. Now, as small as you can see this thing to be, it has overrode a very large, stuff, basically. So number one is that they have what? They send the food using riders. Okay? So instead, they did this. This is their salvation. This is what? This is their salvation. Just one thing. Just one thing. Okay? The rider should be on ground before they do what? They deliver the food. Okay? Just that one thing, and they are super good to go. Okay? Now, if I tell you that businesses pay millions of naira to know what they can do in terms of strategy, and what you may go and find there is something very ridiculous. This is how ridiculous it can be. And everybody in operations will be looking like this. And nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong, because everybody, when I asked earlier on, because we saw the yellow, because we saw the yellow, everybody was like, nothing is wrong. Like, nothing is wrong. I was having comments like, oh, it's the restaurant. Oh, it's the restaurant. Oh, the traffic. They are not putting into consideration maybe there's a delay in the system. And so on and so forth like that. Meanwhile, it is the dispatch company connecting to the rider. Think of how much time it will get sent to the dispatch company. Think of how much time the dispatch company will now assign to one rider. Maybe the rider is sleeping at the moment. Maybe he's eating at the moment. They have to wait for him, finish his food before he now takes the order to the customer. Okay, so they send the food using their riders. This has not only helped them reduce cost, okay, it has also helped them improve their whole customer journey, okay, their delivery journey as a whole. All right, so this is how it works, guys. This is how it works, guys. So if we look at it in a broader purview, okay, the customer places an order and makes their payment, and they do every other thing as it's expected to do, but they just change these two things. Disconnect the dispatch company and have your own riders on ground. They could also face potential issues with riders, but what do they have to do? They just have to have, a particular rider on ground, okay, to help them make those deliveries. Okay, so their drivers can either come from maybe food delivery applications like Chowdeck or Glovo and the likes like that. That is what happens to many local restaurants today, that they do not move forward. Okay, those that are using the likes of Glovo, the likes of Chowdeck, regardless of the financial implications, they are getting ×3 of what they are allocating to pay for those services. All right, so this is this is a simple structure of how a business can work. Now, who can remind me the name of the tool that we are using to map all of this process? Who can remind me the name of the tool we are using to map all of this process? Miro, thank you very much. Miro, thank you very much. Now, this is Miro. This is one of the million tools that you can use. Okay, we have draw.io, we have Lucy charts that you can help to use businesses map out their processes like this. Okay, so this is how beautiful it can be. All right, because if we look at it in this written format, we can't. Sorry, guys. Let me. Okay. Apologies, guys. Nigeria literally happened there. Nigeria literally happened just right now. So I had to find a resolution to that. Can we all see me? Please kindly confirm you can see me. Okay. All right. Superb. Okay, so as I was saying, okay, so imagine you have this, okay, and that. Don't know why this is still hanging. Just a moment, guys, and I would resolve that now. Okay. Okay, we should be good now. All right. So if you've been enjoying the session since, you can do what? You can fill in the form in the chat box so you can have access to the recording and also the resources that is being used, okay, for this session tonight. All right. So you can get access to that by simply filling in the form. Okay. Now imagine you have this, okay, compared to this. All right. So compared to the whole document that is just there. Okay. You won't be able to find out where the issue is coming out from there. Okay, compared to this. Okay, and you'll be able to do this in a blink of an eye. All right, nobody guided my hands while I was trying to build this, and it didn't take me up to 2 hours or days to create this. Okay, so that's how simple, we can use Miro to map out, our business requirements and the likes like that. Okay, so the form is literally at the top of the, yeah. Thank you very much, Abdullah. I want to reshare my screen so we focus on what is what actually. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and reshare my screen actually. Okay, guys. So you should be able to see my screen now. Can we all see my screen? Okay. All right. Super cool. Super cool. Just a moment, and we are going to continue in a bit. So I just want to ensure that I am connected very well. Apologies for that, guys. So we can continue. So I'll most likely switch away from here. Can we all hear me, guys? Okay, super cool. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to continue now. All right, I'm going to continue now. Just share my entire screen. Apologies. This is how disorientating the whole Nigeria thing can be like. Okay, so let's just kickstart. We are good now. Nothing is disturbing us again. Okay, so here we go. So what we are trying to do here is that we are trying to train ourselves on how we can focus on tech career paths that can help you transition fast and easily as an African. This is just a bit of the iceberg. Okay, this is just a bit of the iceberg that you just have now. Okay, so like I said earlier on, we train people on data analytics, data science, and also business analysis. Okay, these are three skills that we train people on. All right, and what are the fun facts? You saw that easily I was able to do these things with, just ease. Okay, so the fun facts are they are easy to learn, they are easy to transition to, regardless of whatever you are doing before, okay, or whatever things you are doing. You are training, you are in the operations arm, the management arm, the finance arm, you know, investment arm, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it's easy to transition to. There are great salary projections for each and every of these things. And one of the things about it is that these are the tools that we train people on in each and every of our program, okay, which are very rare to get in, simply other places, okay. So for a data analytics program, we train you on Excel, SQL, Power BI, Tableau, Looker Studio, and how to use ChatGPT for data analytics. Okay, so beyond this, you have access to mentors who have stacks of knowledge into other areas. So in your company, if you are using FlexCube, you have guys who can take you through those journeys here. Beyond just these tools, you have people with experience here, right, that can guide you through. Oh, if you meet yourself in an area where they are using maybe Azure databases and the likes like that, you get simple access to all of this. Okay. As a data scientist here, okay, you get to learn Excel for statistics, for predictive analytics. A lot of us know Excel that, oh, we use Excel for maybe just casual things, okay, or maybe we use Excel for just maybe little things, or we just use it to collate data. No,
data scientists use it to predict data. Okay, those of us that are football fans here, can we all hear me? Can we all hear me, guys? Okay, super cool. So those of us that are football fans here, a lot of football analysts today are using tools as simple as Microsoft Excel, okay, to find out how much a player's impact on the field is like. Okay, so yeah, they are training themselves on Excel, SQL, Tableau, Python, and how to use GitHub for version control, exploratory data analysis, machine learning. Okay, so these are things that are being sought after. Machine learning, natural language processing, all these tools, all these things are what make up the likes of ChatGPT and whatnot today. Okay, so and how you can use ChatGPT for data science. And lastly is business analysis. Okay, so if you are going to be a business analysis student, don't worry, you are under my abode. Okay, so you also have other guys as very very good. Yeah, my boss is here. All right, in the data analytics arm, in the data science arm, right, that can also train you very very good. Okay, so introduction to business analysis, Excel, Power BI, SQL, Miro for um Miro for process mapping. Okay, you have Azure. All right, you have what's it called now? Jira. You get trained on how to use Jira. You get trained on how to use Draw.io. You get trained on how to use Chat GPT. Okay, so these are things that you get trained on actually. Okay, these are things that you get trained on actually. I hope we can all still hear me. If you can still hear me, let me see your thumbs up, guys. Okay. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so moving down to what we have for tonight. So, which tech career path will you choose? So, which tech career path will you choose? Let me see your comments in the chat box. If you like, slime me. If you like, slime me. I just taught you how to do requirements gathering, stakeholder management, and the likes like that. I'm just kidding, by the way, right? But which tech career path interests you? Which tech career path do you want to follow? Okay, data science, data science. Wow, I'm not seeing data analytics yet. Data science, business analysis. Ruth, you want to do two together? Business analysis and data analytics. Cool. Data science. Okay. 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 Super cool, Ruth. Okay. Data analysis, business analysis. Okay. Okay. You are a business oriented individual. Yeah. I saw it from your engagements actually. Business analysis. Super cool. Super cool. Thank you very much, Chidima. And come to think of it, women, you guys are business oriented too. So, I mean, a lot of women want to do, business analysis and the likes like that, right? That's super, super cool. And women are, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the men in the house. I'm very sorry. But women are very, very good managers. Are very, very good, are very, very good managers. So, um, going ahead, okay, apart from learning the skills, which will teach you here at Ambient Analytics, would also teach you how to position yourself, how you can become employable globally. So if you missed out on the session, no need to shiver, okay? No need to shiver. You are going to get what's it called now? You are going to get the recording. Just do well to fill in the form, okay? And you're going to get access to the recording and also the what uh the material that we use tonight, okay? Every single thing. So CV assessment, LinkedIn profile optimization. These are things that we'll be doing. Okay, portfolio building, Upwork profile setup, mentorship, lifetime interview prep, job reference. And we also have on the job support. Okay, for those people that get jobs under us, we give them on the job support. Okay, and moving ahead, we also have how to become how to apply. Okay, so for that person asking the question related to business analysis, related to maybe data science or analytics, no, it's not related to data science, but it has analytics inside of it. The way we prepare the program is that you are going to take the analytics part of it, then you would now focus on business analysis proper. Okay, so there's like data analytics part, then so it's like just think of business analysis program here and data analytics as a two-in-one package. Okay, so yeah, that's just how it is. Okay, so and if you are going to, we'll also take you on the journey of application, the way you can apply to jobs with grade precision. Okay, so job matching with AI, you do not need to use one CV twice. Okay, so how you can get recommendation to jobs with our alumni communities, and also you get access to exclusive jobs being sourced by the best of the best. Okay, so um these things I just shared with you are literally Nibian's three-step framework to landing a high-paying tech job. Okay, so we have several students who have applied this and those that are currently applying it to move ahead. Esther applied this framework and it took her just 3 months to land her first job with no experience. She landed her job as an M&E analyst. Okay, Esther applied this and she applied to multiple jobs actually. Okay, and she got prepared by one of our in-house experts. Okay, then after doing this, she got a job offer in May 2025, where she landed a job as an M&E analyst at Prawa. Okay, we have other people too, Gochi, Obialo, who actually did a lot of hackathons. She was a mother, right? She was a mother. I remember Ugochi very, very well. She's a student under the business analysis arm, while Esther was in data analytics. So was out of the corporate space for a while, right? So when getting back, she could not go, physically, so wanted to do tech and the likes like that. Okay, so she joined our program in February, and just 1 month, she got a business analyst role at Marat Consulting. Okay, so moving ahead, we also have Mary from Ghana. Okay, she joined our program and she got a job at Soronko Foundation in Ghana. Okay, now it's a paid 6 month contract role with a long-term contract to follow. Okay, so all of these are just testimonials on testimonials and testimonials. So for those of us that were here earlier on, we could hear Naomi speak. Okay, Naomi was also part of the business analysis arm. We have what's it called now? Mary. Mary was part of the data science students here at Nibiant Analytics. So for Naomi, she got leveled up in a francophone country. She works in the bank. Okay, so she got leveled up and she was moved very, very fast. Okay, so all of these, we have several people, Oluwaseun, and a lot of people. Okay, we have Udwak that got a job as an application engineer. A lot of people actually that were passed out. I'm even surprised with all of this. So we have more portfolios from our students, that they've built by themselves. Okay, these are very good portfolios that our students have built by themselves. Okay, and basically, moving ahead, part of the things that we are going to get, okay, or that we all are going to get if we join the program is we are going to get a lifetime interview preparation. You're going to get lifetime access to all your training materials, okay? You're going to get lifetime access to what? To recommendation letters, and also lifetime access to alumni mentorship, okay? There is a group for that. Okay, we also prep you up for a lot of things. All right, so it's just beyond the skill. It's just beyond the skill, guys. Okay, it is just beyond the skill, guys. Can we all still hear me? If you can still hear me, let me see your thumbs up, please. Okay. Super cool, super cool. So, how can you join our next cohort starting by 8th of November 2025? How can you join our next cohort starting 8th of November 2025? Okay, and it's a very simple structure. The way we take our program, it's a 4-month journey. Okay, 3 months of learning plus a 1 month internship. Okay, for people that want to what? For people that want to join in, okay, to internship. You want easy to kickstart your tech career. We also have that. All right, so it's a value packed structure already. Okay, so we have instructor-led sessions, we have self-paced sessions, we have technical support sessions, and we also have mentorship sessions. Mentorship sessions are where we bring in individuals from several departments to come and speak about their journey in tech, to come and speak about building yourself, how to overcome imposter syndrome, how you can navigate into areas like Upwork and the likes like that to get freelancing gigs, and so on and so forth like that. If you are an individual that, you just want to get side gigs, you don't want to do too much. You're a mother that you are just coming up and you want to, or you are a student, okay, that you want to get all of these things. Okay, so that is that about that area. Okay, so I won't be spreading too much here. We have our course brochures there. So if you have filled in the form, you would have access to the document and you'll be able to go through all of this very, very well. Okay. So we have our programs, the data science program, the data analytics program, and the business analysis program. Okay, all valued at 350,000 naira. Okay, all valued at 350,000 naira. But we are not giving it at 350,000 naira for those of us joining this call tonight. Okay, we are actually giving it for a discounted price of 250,000 naira. Okay, we're actually giving it out at a discounted price of 250,000 naira. Okay, for everybody that wants to get into tech, there is a price for it. Okay, so we are giving it out at a discounted price of 250,000 naira. So if you can't afford to pay in full, we also have the 3 installment plan. All right, we also have the 3 installment plan for those of us that can't make payments in full. Okay, we have the 3 installment plan. Okay, so the 3 installment plan simply means 85,000 naira, and paying 85,000 naira now, and you'll be able to kickstart with the November cohort. Okay, then 1 month into the training, you can pay another 85,000 naira. Then 2 months into the training, you would balance it up with 80,000 naira. Okay, so these are the details to grab for the bank transfer. Okay, so if you know that you're interested in this, okay, uh, if you know you're interested in this, you can shoot your shot now. So you can get to see me in class actually. Okay. So yeah, that is it for the 3 installments plan. That is for people that can't afford to pay in full. So while we are waiting for people to, you know, make their payments and take action tonight. If you have any questions for me, you can type it in the chat box, and I will do well to answer your question. So let's take questions, guys. Do you have any questions for me? Guys, can we all hear me? Okay. All right. All right. All right. So any questions for me, guys? Any questions for me before we get right into it? So Miro is literally a process mapping, brainstorming, and mapping tool. Okay, so you can use it to map, you can use it to build diagrams and the likes like that. So it is easily accessible, just like draw.io too. Okay, it is easily accessible just like draw.io too. Okay, all right. So guys, like I said earlier on, um, we have the full payments for joining our program that is set to happen by November. And we also know the 250,000 naira is actually for just one of the courses. So if you want to learn business analysis, you pay 250,000 naira for it. Okay. So if you want to learn data analysis, you pay 250,000 naira for it. Okay. So getting the business analysis course will just be 250,000 naira. And that is why we have the installment plan. Okay, that is why we have the installment plan for everyone. Okay, so while we see that, November is so the installment plan actually has slots, guys. So the installment, yes, okay, the installment plan actually has slots. Okay, there's a deadline for it. Okay, there is a deadline for it. So if you want to kickstart with your installment plan, you can kickstart right from today. Okay, till yeah. So that's just it basically. Just a moment. I'm trying to reconnect. Apologies, guys. Apologies. So we have the installment plan that goes on for 85,000 naira now to reserve your spot before, so you get to lock in your payment before the November cohort starts. Okay, so that is just how it is. Okay, guys. Um, Finding it really hard to reconnect back so I can show my slides. Okay, I believe we can all see now. Yes, we should all be able to see me now. So I'm just going to share my screen and continue. Okay, so if you have any questions, please raise your hand. Okay, please raise your hand so you can ask your questions. If you have any dissertations, you can also raise your hand and we can discuss it. Okay, you can also raise your hand and we can discuss it. Okay. Okay. So, actually, Adeyanju, I want to get it from your perspective. I want to get what you mean by it's not easy from your perspective. Can you unmute your mic so we can have a discussion? Hi, Adeyanju. Can you hear me? Because today is the deadline, Chidima. Okay, because today is the deadline. That's why today would be the deadline. How can today be the deadline? Because today is the deadline. Okay, so basically, guys, right? There is no one way to success. Okay, and first off, you already have a discounted price of 100,000 naira out of the actual price of the course, which is 350,000 naira. So, if you are saying that you can sustainably pay 150,000 naira for a course, right? That means you should be able to do the installment plan, right? So you should be able to do the installment plan. That's what it literally means. Okay. So instead of you to go all out and pay the 250,000 naira, you have the ability to pay or secure your slot with at least 85,000 naira, then another 85,000 naira once you are 1 month into the program, and also 80,000 naira, 2 months into the training. So that is how it works. Okay. So one last thing, so we don't flag or flog this call too much, right? Is that you can always book a clarity call, okay, if you need more clarification on things around the type of course you should choose and the likes like that, okay? So we have clarity sessions every single day of the week, okay? So that is working days of the week, actually. All right. So from Monday down till Friday. Okay, so where you can get direct access to people, okay, who can discuss with you concerning, payment plans, and a couple of other things. So, how the course is, clear structure of the course and the likes like that, basically. Okay, so here you can make a sustainable decision, all right, because all the quality has been shared. We all see the quality already, and yeah, you can sustainably pay 250,000 naira in full, or you can go for the daily installment plan that we have, right, for you. As so all of these put into consideration, we have professionals, we have students, we have this and that. Okay, so the three installments plan is there for you to kickstart with. Okay, so you can pay 85,000 naira, you can pay another 85,000 naira, then an 80,000 naira. So that way we have the spread payment. It makes life easier for me and you. Okay, so that is that about that. Okay, so we have links about clarity sessions being dropped in the chat box. You can always book clarity sessions, and yeah, we can always pick it up from there. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, Adeyanju. So if you have any question, you can always reach out to the contacts of Nibiant Analytics. So one of the things that we've done is that we've been able to feature on top tech boards like Tech Cabal, the Business Day, and they've been able to reiterate our passion for helping Nigerians get into the tech space. Okay, so these are things that you know, enables us to be at the top. You know, shed more light into our success and the likes like that. So if you are willing to take a shot at it, please take your shot today and don't let your opportunity waste. Okay, so yeah, that is just how that would go. Okay, thank you very much for joining today's session, and it's a privilege to host it with you all. Thank you very much, and let us all have a great night rest.